This team is so polarizing. One game we look so connected, the next we're just falling apart. I feel like this has to do with the issues on the roster, but something needs to change. What's going on, everybody? My name is Solo and we are back with another video. This is games 20 and 21 of the 2024-25 NBA season for the Los Angeles Lakers. I said in my previous video that I was going to do a longer review about the Lakers as a whole during this 20 games, not knowing that they were playing a back-to-back. So that's what this video is going to be about. It's going to be the doubleheader back-to-back video as well as the review of the team so far. Let's get right into it. We start off with game 20. The Lakers beat the Utah Jazz 105-104. Extremely intense game for no reason, but the Lakers got the dub. Anthony Davis, who had 33 points, 11 rebounds, 2 steals, a block, 13 for 25 from the field. I should be impressed by this, but the guys defending him were Walker Kessler, John Collins, and maybe Lauri Markkanen. They're not Nikola Jokic. And until he does this against Nikola Jokic, I'm not impressed with these stats. Rui Hachimura had 13 points, 3 assists, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, 5 for 11 from the field, 2 for 8 from 3. Ugh. But actually, he didn't even shoot the worst out of any of the players here because LeBron shot the worst in terms of three-point percentage. I said last video that I think he might be declining. He kind of proved me wrong this game, but at the same time, he kind of proved me right because he had 27 points, 14 assists, 2 blocks on 12 for 28 shooting, which isn't bad until you acknowledge the fact that he shot 0 for 9 from 3. 0 for 9! I have a feeling LeBron is going to have games like these where he puts up numbers, but he doesn't shoot well. And then he'll have games where he just doesn't shoot well at all and then just doesn't put up numbers. Gabe Vincent was starting because Austin Reeves is out with injury. Career high on the Lakers, 10 points, 2 assists, a steal, 3 rebounds, 4 for 5 from the field, 2 for 3 from 3. I think he's finally beaten Dwight Howard in career threes on the Lakers, which is crazy to say because this is his second season on the Lakers. Dalton Knecht shot terrible, 6 points, 7 rebounds, 2 for 10 from the field, 1 for 5 from 3. A rookie's gonna have these kinds of games, but I kind of set him to a higher expectation only because he's 23 compared to the other rookies who are like 19, 20. I would hope that Dalton is a little more NBA ready. Armel Traore, 11 minutes, straight cardio, 2 rebounds, a steal. That's it. Christian Coloco, also cardio, 9 minutes, 0 points, 0 assists, 0 steals, 0 blocks, and a rebound. Max Christie, 30 minutes, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 for 6 from the field, but 8 for 10 from the free throw line. Jalen Hood-Schifino, 13 minutes, 4 points, a block, assist, rebound. That's it. The Lakers as a whole shot 39 for 88 from the field, that's 44%. 7 for 33 from the three-point line, 21%. Ugh.
Brother, ugh.
And 20 for 25 from the free throw line, 80%. Aside from the three-point line, good shooting overall. The Utah Jazz, while they may not be good, they're scrappy, so it wasn't a pretty win, but a win is a win. The Lakers after this game improved to 12-8 on the season. On Utah's side, John Collins scored 21 points, 3 assists, 9 rebounds in 36 minutes of play. Lauri Markkanen, 38 minutes, 22 points, 4 assists, 7 rebounds, a steal, 8 for 17 from the field, 5 for 11 from 3. Walker Kessler was perfect from the field, 6 for 6, getting 13 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks. Please come to the Lakers. I need him on the Lakers, please. You know who else I need on the Lakers? Colin Sexton. Tonight he had 29 minutes of play, 15 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, a steal, a block. He can also on defense. Granted, he didn't shoot well from 3, and he doesn't really shoot well from 3 overall, but I'll still take his scoring off the bench instead of Gabe Vincent's 1 in a million 10 points. Keontae George, 5 for 10 from the field, 14 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. Drew Eubanks, 11 minutes of play, 2 points, 1 rebound. Johnny Juzang, 11 points, 4 for 10 from the field, 2 for 6 from 3. After losing this game, the Jazz are now 4-16, probably one of the worst teams in the league. In fact, not probably, they are. Not a great win, but a win nonetheless. But this other game pisses me off. Game 21 of the season. I'm literally recording this video right after it happened. Or more like an hour ago, but they played the Minnesota Timberwolves and lost 109-80. We scored only 80 points in a basketball game in 2024. See, 80 points, that's normal for like 2010, 2014, not 2024. I can't believe I'm saying this, but the best player on the Lakers was D'Angelo Russell. He had 20 points, 8 for 12 from the field, 4 for 5 from 3. 5 assists, 3 rebounds, a steal, 3 turnovers. That's not good, but when D'Angelo Russell is your best scorer in a game, you're cooked. Especially when you're supposed to have an MVP candidate on your team. Anthony Davis, 12 points, 11 rebounds, 4 for 14 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3. Now this time you had no excuse. You were going up against Rudy Gobert. Now because of this game, he's not beating the false defensive player of the year allegations. Hell, they might just give it to him a 5th time. Anthony Davis isn't playing injured or anything. He's fully healthy. So what the hell is going on? Usually you play well against Rudy Gobert. Not tonight though. Rui Hachimura, 10 points, 4 for 5 from the field. Shoot the ball more, man. You did nothing to help us. LeBron James confuses me, man. He confuses me. Because last game he literally had like 27 and 14 assists. Today he had 10 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 6 turnovers, 4 for 16 from the field, 0 for 4 from 3. It took 16 shots to get 10 points. I don't know, man. Is he washed now? Is he washed?
Boom, 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 boom. Hit the rolling stone with the rollie on.
I don't get it. I don't know. But again, he's not the only one that contributed to the loss because everybody here contributed. I'm looking at the shooting percentages from everybody and every single one of them is awful. Or they didn't shoot enough for me to judge. Dalton Connect, another stinker, 3 for 8 from the field, 0 for 5 from 3, 6 points, 3 rebounds. This is the same guy that dropped 37 in the game. But okay, he puts up 2 stinkers in a row. Mind you, we also had our city jerseys on. We are now 0-2 with those jerseys on. I think it's time to declare those jerseys cursed because good God, man. Maxwell Lewis, 8 minutes, 4 points, 2 for 3 from the field. Again, he didn't shoot enough. He didn't play enough for me to really decide on his game. Armel Traore, 4 points. How do you play 15 minutes but you get a plus minus of minus 20? Disgusting. Ridiculous. Cam Reddish, 11 minutes, 2 points, 0 for 1 from the field, so he got those 2 points from the 2 free throws that he shot. Christian Koloko, 8 minutes, 2 points, 1 for 2 from the field, 0 for 1 from 3. I don't get why he's playing 8 minutes tonight when literally yesterday he helped seal the game with a triple game-winning block. 3 guys blocked Colin Sexton's 3-point shot. It was him, LeBron, and Anthony Davis. Gabe Vincent, 22 minutes, plus minus of minus 20, 5 points, 2 for 5 from the field, 1 for 4 from 3, 2 steals. Classic Gabe Vincent game. Max Christie, you let me down. Again, 5 points in 21 minutes of play, 2 for 9 from the field, 1 for 7 from 3. As a team, we shot 32 for 79 from the field, shooting 41%, 6 for 31 from 3, 19%.
What's that?
10 for 14 from the free throw line, 71%. These shooting percentages are just awful, man. And in the 4th quarter, when we needed to capitalize, we only scored a whopping 16 points. We gave up early on in the 4th. We just said, screw it, we'll chalk up a loss. The Lakers are now 12-9. On Minnesota's side, Julius Randle scored 18 points on 24 minutes of play, 6 for 13 from the field, 2 for 3 from 3, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Jaden McDaniels, 3 points, 1 for 3 from the field. Rudy Gobert legacy game, 7 points, 12 rebounds, a steal, 7 for 8 from the field. A plus minus of plus 17. Mike Conley, 9 points, 3 for 7 from the field in 22 minutes of play, 3 for 6 from 3. Anthony Edwards played terrible, 8 points, 3 for 13 from the field, 1 for 5 from 3. He played 27 minutes. He stank the bed, and they still won by 21. How did they do it, you may ask? I'm so glad you asked. They had help from the bench. That is what an actual bench looks like. Naz Reid, 15 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, a block, 6 for 11 from the field, 2 for 5 from 3. Dante DiVincenzo, 11 points, 4 for 8 from the field, 3 for 6 from 3, 9 assists as well. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 15 points, 6 for 11 from the field, 2 for 6 from 3 in 26 minutes of play. And other guys on this team, getting garbage time minutes but still scoring. The Timberwolves as a whole shot 51% from the field, 41 for 81, 15 for 35 from 3, that's 43%, 12 for 15 from the free throw line, that's 80%. This was overall a pathetic effort by this team, and frankly, I don't know what more needs to be said. But with that being said, it's time for the Lakers 20-game review. I'm not happy with this team. I'm not happy with what they've done. See, I should be excited. Sure, in the beginning we had a 3-game winning streak, and then we had like a 6-game winning streak, and then we just flat out crap the bed. Granted, we could be a lot worse, but we are 12-9 on the season. Anthony Davis is healthy, thankfully, but it looks like he just doesn't care sometimes. There are times where he looks like the best, by far the best player in the world. And then there are times where he goes up against guys like Nikola Jokic and Rudy Gobert, and he just looks like a bum. I'm not sure if it's a mentality thing or there's some lingering thing going on with Anthony Davis, like if there's some lingering pain that's going on in his leg. I don't know what it is, but frankly, he needs to get it together because I'm tired of this. I've defended this man throughout all of last season when people were calling him Street Clothes Davis, even though he played 76 out of 82 games. Anthony Davis needs to find his mental footing in order to be able to carry this team. Because whether he likes it or not, he is the best player on the Lakers. He is supposed to be the best player on the Lakers.
It's defensive player of the year type stuff.
Rui Hachimura needs to do more. I don't know if it's just how limited JJ Redick has made his role, but he needs to do more. There are times where I see him shoot 3 for 8, 4 for 5 from the field. Yes, that 3 for 8 game was pretty bad, but there are times where he just doesn't take that many shots, and I feel like he can. He's just holding himself back. Rui has worked on his defense and is a little better, but he still gets hunted and exposed. LeBron James. In the beginning of the season, it just looked like he took a step back, like letting Anthony Davis cook. I think it's starting to set in that he might be washed. He'll have games where he puts up numbers, and then the very next game he puts up a stinker. Granted, the man is 40 years old, so I never expected him to be, full-on best player on our team. At least I would hope not, but we are starting to see his decline. Whether he puts up numbers this year throughout the season or not, this is going to be the start of his decline. D'Angelo Russell, you already know how I feel about you. Trade you. I don't care that you've been playing good the past few games.
We do not care.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
You still need to be off my team. You can't fool me. I'm familiar with your game. Austin Reeves started the season pretty well, but he's kind of fallen off a little bit. Last season, I was kind of expecting a bit of a jump, hoping that he would solidify himself as an all-star caliber player, and I think it's time to accept that he's not that. He's simply a role player that can probably be, at best, the 4th best player on a championship caliber team. Hell, on some title contenders, he should be the first guy off the bench. Max Christie, you have disappointed me so far. I was really hoping that you getting more minutes would allow you to blossom into a more secure role, but almost every time you play, you're just very underwhelming. You don't do a lot, even when you play more minutes. Maybe it was a mistake to give you that 4-year, $32 million extension. I don't know what Max needs to do, but he's got to step up. The Lakers bench is like last in scoring in the NBA. We need to fix that. Whether it comes from within or it comes from a trade, I don't know. But something needs to be done. Dalton Connect, I don't know what to say about you. The past 2 games, you have stunk the bed, but as a whole, you've played very well. Especially when you get more minutes because you dropped 37. I can't tell you what you should do. That's just something you gotta figure out yourself. Find ways to get open, sure. Granted, you're a rookie, so I understand that you're gonna have these bad games a lot, but man, it's kind of frustrating. Please do better. Gabe Vincent, get off my team. That's all I'm gonna say. Christian Coloco, you haven't played enough for me to say much about you, but I guess we don't have a lot of options for centers or backup centers, so I guess you'll do. Jackson Hayes, you have done nothing to make me say I want you to stay on my team. That's just how it is. But just like Christian Coloco, we don't have a lot of options for centers, so you'll do. Jalen Hood-Schifino, we wasted the 17th pick on you. And frankly, I hope you're used as trade bait. The other guys I'm not going to mention because they hardly play. We have quite a few games coming up, so I'm a little nervous about them. Our next 6 games are the Heat, the Hawks, the Blazers, the Kings twice, and the Pistons. Now the Miami Heat, I know they're 9-10, but frankly, it's still the Miami Heat. I would never count them out. The Atlanta Hawks are riding on a 4-game winning streak coming into this game. Let's hope we can break that win streak. The Trailblazers are terrible, but to be honest, with how the season is going right now, I'd expect the Lakers to keep it competitive for the Blazers. And then the 2 Kings games, we are playing both games in Sacramento. It is going to be a very hostile territory. The Kings franchise and their fans hate the Lakers, so I'm expecting at least one of these games to be a blowout for them. And then the Pistons beat us by like 15 the last time they played us. So I don't know how to feel about it. As far as JJ Redick goes as our coach, I think he's doing a very good job with what he has. Because we are still missing Jared Vanderbilt's defense badly, which, by the way, speaking of Jared Vanderbilt, I'm so frustrated with this guy. He constantly gets injured. It's so annoying. Christian Wood's not that better either. Those 2 guys decided to get surgeries right before the season started. You mean to tell me you had over 3 months to get your surgeries in order, and you chose a week before the NBA season started to get it? It's so frustrating. It really is. JJ Redick is going to have his work cut out for him. I don't think he's the problem. In fact, he is probably one of the only good parts about this team right now. The coaching is consistent. The coaching is there. Obviously, there's not a high standard when you had Darvin Ham as your previous head coach, but I like what I see from him. We're at least moving the ball around instead of being ISO heavy. I'll be doing another review of this at game 40, so look forward to that. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.